I could probably grab one leg of each one of them and like throw both of them.
Makes you feel bad about the reality of life.
J.K. Simmons is a great actor. I guess like are the kids doing daggers though?
This toe is like I don't know if it even.
Can you show me?
No, I'd have to remove my foot.
I've watched it and talked to people who are like in bands and music, classical, regular, and they're like, yeah, it's so stupid.
Are you a guy that gets hemorrhoids? Unless I had a good thumb wrestle. You right?
I don't think I've ever had a good. Oh wait, back when we were kids, probably.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a child, it felt like a much better game.
It felt like you had more to lose then. Well, no, now it feels like you have more to lose.
Some motherfuckers were out here trying to steal your nose and shit. Remember that?
Yeah. People are still trying to do that, I think.
Get your own, uncle.
Yeah, I never understood that about nose stealing.
Get a new trick. Every time I see somebody interact with a child, I'm like, you only have like 2 moves. You know, it's like, hey, look, there you are. Yeah, fucking.
Like that's my baby. Leave it alone.
Stop grabbing my baby.
Picking it up by the cheek, like it just
like it's a
there.
fucking puma cub.
You ever see the old Italians do the little trick with the kids where they grab the ankles and then they hang them upside down by their ankles?
I haven't seen that in a while, to be honest.
Yeah,
maybe ever.
That's an old school Italian nonna trick.
Why is that? What are they doing?
It's to to increase like growth.
Get
the negatives out.
Get a little gravity hitting it.
Negatives out, positives in, and it makes them.
They call it G. You hit the baby with little G.
Like G-force?
Yeah, you hit it with little G, and then the baby grows. G on G. It's called the G squared equation.
Jason Giambi? Sorry, I just watched Moneyball.
When did you just watch it today?
Yesterday.
Just before the episode?
Yeah, like, what's going on? I'm losing my voice? Like,
I hate your level of health, but Moneyball's a great movie.
Yeah, Brad Pitt, Bradley Yitt.
It's like we're on a fucking schooner sailboat because you're always like, ah. It's terrible.
You really don't have any ailments or anything. Like you could sit still for 1 hour and talk, no problem.
I move a lot, but yeah, I mean.
But I've been having problems.
A couple of us are
years.
practiced. Yeah, you
Years.
can't sit even a minute.
No, I got so many things wrong with me.
Are you a guy that gets hemorrhoids?
I've gotten them before.
I asked that like a doctor.
I had a surgery with a hemorrhoid.
You had a big one?
It was like the size of a golf ball.
Like pre-package?
Wait, what? There's a difference
like
between...
before it's the ball, when it's the little guy inside? Or are we talking like
I'm
fucking
talking about a
Titleist?
golf ball that you hit. A Titleist. It was a Titleist.
Hanging from your ass.
No, it wasn't. Doesn't dangle. It was what they called an external hemorrhoid. So like
external.
Like,
aren't they all external?
A little mountain outside of my bumhole.
Yeah, that's golf ball's a lot, dude.
Yeah, I couldn't even sit down. It was bad.
For how long?
Well, it was that bad for like a day, and then I went to the hospital, and he just fucking.
So one day it wasn't golf ball size. Next day it was.
No, it was like there was like a few days of discomfort, like
of golf ball.
Oh, something. I don't know. No, a golf ball was one day. Trust me. I woke up and I was like, golf ball's here.
Yeah.
It was quite significantly smaller before that.
So were you like, you had like a ping pong ball previous?
I don't know. Like this wasn't like, oh, my baby is this big, this many months. You know,
yeah,
like
gotcha.
It wasn't like an orange or like a tangerine. It was.
Yeah.
It was like, ow, this sucks for a little bit. And then I woke up and was like, okay, today I got to do something about it.
Well, did this thing grow over time or was this just
slowly? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was slowly and I got it. You know what it's not even from pooping.
No.
It was from like extensive sitting and sweating and being like just a piece of junk.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I played a lot of video games then and that's what happened. I was just like a lot of sitting hours.
Gotcha.
So I had to change my chair. The problem is I was in a non-comfortable chair.
What'd you have like a hole in the middle of your chair?
Yeah, I just had a regular seat.
The seat. So you're just talking like flat plywood,
like one of those like kitchen chairs, you know? Like
okay,
yeah, not good for your butt.
You were doing that to yourself, yeah. You need a cushion. So you're telling me if you have a cushion, no hemorrhoids?
You need to well, for those kind, the ones on the inside that you think are dangling. Those are.
I don't know what you mean by inside. Like, you know, when it comes out, you got a little.
Yeah,
thumb
it's like
tip.
a very small little thing out, but like most of them are inside.
Most of them.
Yeah, if you push hard when you're on the toilet,
The Totoya? As they reference in Hawaii?
this model of toilet is Totoya.
Totoya? If you push
Yeah,
hard
no.
on the Totoya?
Those are from, like.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really take too much enjoyment out of pushing. You got to just let that go.
But it feels great.
Young man's game.
That's
Pushing? Come on.
I love pushing.
What, are you not taking yourself seriously anymore?
You ever like push in the grocery store? You get them a little.
Pushing is like being late to work. Shouldn't do it. It's fun.
But if you are, you accept it.
It's fun.
It's fun to be late.
Like, oh, shit, I stole some of the day. You know? I stole some.
Yeah, I'm getting paid right now to drive.
I get a little stressed when I'm late, though.
I'm so late so often that it doesn't even bother me anymore.
You're a late guy?
Yeah, I'm never on time.
A lot of unlikable qualities over there. Never on time.
You know what's interesting?
How disrespectful.
Unlikable even about myself.
Yeah, you don't like that about you?
No.
Tell
I
you
have
something.
no inclination to change. Also.
Yeah, you have no willpower to change.
Zero.
You're almost happy about that part.
I like that. I'm so stubborn.
I ripped my toenail off the other day, and it was too much.
You ripped the whole nail off?
No, something happened where like a quarter of it split,
It's weird.
and it's like it's blood. I could see blood right now.
Yeah, that's not good.
But no pain. This
get it?
toe is like, I don't know
Can
if it
can
even.
you show me?
No, I'd have to remove my foot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You'd have to cut your feet. You'd
I
have
would
to
have
saw
to,
it.
yeah.
You'd have to be like the movie Saw.
To be quick. I've had an iPhone for too long to be long with it. What am I gonna get my head down in there? Come on.
Would you saw your own foot off to escape?
Like a deadly situation?
Yeah.
I would take a while with it.
Or let's change. Like somebody's coming in. They right now they burst into the room
Yeah.
and they're like $3 million. You got to cut off a hand or a foot. What are you doing?
I guess a hand.
You're gonna give up this? You can't give this up.
Dude, walking?
They can't replace this though. They could easily put something on you.
First of all, they can't replace either of them.
They can replace your foot. Your foot is kind of useless when you think about it. There's people who run in the pit like with no legs. Like they run faster than you and me.
I guess. Yeah, but
They got
I mean,
like little paper clips on, you know? Like
walking?
dude, they can give you a foot. Like a foot is easy to make.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
If you have $3 million, you don't think you could afford a good foot?
Yeah, but I don't want to spend all $3 million on the
It's
foot.
not gonna be the whole thing.
Then I would be like, yo, dude, are you gonna cover me on the surgery after?
yeah, okay, let's negotiate with the guy.
Okay, wait a second. If you were trapped, your foot's locked up, would you cut both your feet off?
Wait, can I get away with just cutting one?
No, not today. He's like, no, I need both. I need two. What are you listening for birds?
There's something going on up there.
Almost always. Both feet, you taking or removing? Oh, we got a commercial pause here.
Yeah, sorry. That was sound like there's like a grizzly bear up there.
There isn't
A
grizzly bear.
My train of thought is like a piece of rubber.
It's
not.
brutal.
It's
Terrible.
terrible. It's not really. I don't know why you've chosen me as a partner.
And you drank last night.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
You're not doing anybody any help here.
I'm trying though.
Trying what? What are you trying?
I'm trying to at least show up.
Show up?
I saw this funny clip yesterday, and it was like these two guys were on a podcast, and they had a guest, and the guest was like, he was doing one of those would you rathers, like you have to choose,
Yeah.
and it was a good one. I want to tell it to you. I want to see what you'll choose.
So you just want to do this on there? Go hit me with it.
Well, I want to do it. That's why.
You could have you didn't even have to say you saw it somewhere else. You could have just hit me with it.
Okay. I don't even want to say it anymore.
You're building it. You built it like if I was listening to this, I'm like, fuck, still hasn't asked it. Shit. He really it sounded somewhat okay.
I got to trim the fat on all of my like.
Body?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Just on all my intros to anything I say, you know, you gotta switch it up.
You're a scrambler. You're a scrambly guy. So we're not getting. You're just taking a water break. Fuck, dude. If I was coaching you, I'd be like, Bernardo, fucking hit the bench. You're out here drinking too many waters.
I'm the water boy who's constantly just drinking water. The players are thirsty all the time.
So I'm saying he's got you locked up. He's got both feet.
Okay.
Takes him to live. No money. You just to live.
To live?
Yep.
I don't want to die, but I'm in a wheelchair.
I might go.
You might just die?
Fuck it. 2 feet?
How old am I? Is it right now?
Good
Today?
question. Good
Yeah.
question. 39?
So 7 more years from now, I'm dead. I'm killing I'm dead. Yeah, I'll let him have me.
Yeah, how much longer really would you have even had?
Yeah, because I live pretty much every day like it's my last day anyways, you know? We're really pushing the limit over here.
And it doesn't make you happy, which is the fun part.
It's crazy. What am I doing?
No one other than you knows.
I thought about this in the shower today. I need your level of motivation to be healthy in my body.
Yeah.
Because you're fighting everything. You have every cancer. You're like.
Yeah, I have every cancer.
No, that's what I mean, though. You're acting like you are going to die right now.
Well, you are. I mean, you are, yeah.
But I'm not. I'm like, it's okay.
Well, something is in the back of your mind.
Now it is more. More talking to you about it makes me concerned.
Well, when you were 17, man, how easy was life?
Stack of pizza boxes.
Life's pretty easy when you're young. You don't even realize it, eh? You're just fucking floating around.
Indestructible. You're falling all the time. Yeah. I remember all the falls. Like, it was no problem. Now, if I have a fall.
I've been thinking about falling lately as a general thing, you know, just like that it's one way you can go down.
Yeah, and not get back up.
Yeah, you could just be out.
Like,
how many times have you heard like an old person just like how'd they die? They fell. From where? Nowhere.
Yeah, nowhere. They weren't. They were on the ground. They weren't stable. Out of bed.
Yeah, everything. Once you're old, everything becomes dangerous.
Like sleeping is a hazard.
Yeah, like one day your bed height is like now a bad height for you.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, this bed's high.
That's crazy.
I got a low bed. I like a low bed.
Mine's on the floor right now.
Yeah.
That makes sense, when I said that.
That it made, yeah. I felt like
it's on the floor.
It felt like it was outside.
Oh, my God.
Outside on the floor. You just veered off there?
I'm still listening to you. Just because I turn my head this way, does it like you're
just because you turn to disengage?
You're plugged into my brain.
What were you looking at there? You got a little news article?
I got stupid news articles, and I don't like any of them.
Oh, okay. What are they? What are they?
Donald Trump saying Canada's going to be the 51st state.
I kind of like that a lot.
That's that's a locker room chirp. Like Donald Trump's on TV just like chirping, like we're buddies, you know?
Well, I don't think he likes Justin.
There's not much to like.
Imagine if they were best buddies, though, actually.
Like secretly on the outside.
And they just like did blow together. I think if Trump could, he would probably do blow. If somebody told him, like, hey, man, it's fine to do it. You can live. He would be like.
He for sure is doing it.
Yeah, give me some.
So why would it be bad that the president even does that? Like, I wouldn't
Cocaine?
be bad. Yeah, I wouldn't. Is it illegal still?
Well, yeah, it's illegal.
Oh, okay. Like, say if he like, you never see a president that smokes darts.
Francis Underwood.
Yeah, and then he gives it up. He switches to the vape. Are you guys not there yet?
Not there yet. I think he's about to. He just coughed one episode where there was like a noticeable cough.
You see him. He starts getting like super healthy. Like he starts like rowing, and the rowing machine is funny.
Cocaine would only be funny after the fact if you found out that the president was doing blow, like he's out of office.
Like if right now, if like George W., like if you found out he was doing blow.
You're like, no wonder those foreign, diplomacy shit didn't work. He was a little too excited about all the potential business opportunities.
I think about like, if I'm the president, this is how I have to be because I don't want to get shot in the head.
Yeah.
So
you got to move quick.
You got to be not. Trump should be doing this.
Do you think if you were the president, would you feel more protected or more in danger?
No, I'm way more in danger.
You think?
Because now you're not a normal guy. Everybody hates you, even if you're not hateable.
I guess you're a little bit unprotected, eh?
It's crazy that nobody tried to kill Obama.
It's crazy that we don't trust a single guy to be the president. Like, you have to have a family.
Like, it'd be cool if you could be like a grouping of people be the president, you know?
Like
you don't
a
know
couple,
really who holds
a couple
the power
dudes.
today. Yeah, like 3 or 4, like you're a group of friends.
But they would be gay, right? A group of friends? That's not interesting for the country.
Wait, it's gay that they're the president?
Well, no,
they
would have to be gay because if you're just friends, how, what's the interest in that?
Like, even if they've been friends their whole life, you know?
Yeah, but friendships can break. Marriage.
Can they break?
Yeah.
I think true friendship can break.
What does true even mean?
It means you just like, you know that you're down for the boys. Like, you understand each other.
Well, what if one day you don't?
There's nothing you could, this is the way I see it. There's nothing you could say to me now after everything we've been through that would make me not be your friend.
Well, but what if we were friends for like 25 years and you're like super into Jesus and then I come out as just homosexual?
But I don't I don't think I don't believe that. Like,
well, that happens. That happens. Sometimes people are like, "Hey, man, I've been gay this whole time," and he's like, "Shit, really?"
And then they're like, "We can't be friends anymore."
He's like, "Dude, I don't want to fucking play Call of Duty anymore." He's like, "Those Call of Duty sessions I had, now I regret them all."
I guess I'm not die on my sword enough on anything to like be deeply offended by
Interesting euphemism for what we were just talking about. Die on the sword.
Yeah.
Blow that sword. Why do people swallow swords? Like, in what?
It's entertaining, I think.
But how did they start? It's
what was the trial period for
It's
that?
not an innate thing.
I'm so curious. Somebody someday was like, they're in the magical arts, you know, like they're trying to be like an entertainer. And then, you know, like he looked over, he's like, Derek, I think I could swallow a sword. What do you think?
He probably would have said, no, you're an idiot.
And then that guy died. But then Derek was like, okay, let's learn from his mistakes.
There must have been a long line of sword swallowing deaths.
I want to say, how many people do you think have died swallowing swords?
Probably a lot. And back in the day, when you did something, then your like whole family did that, you know? Like, you weren't just a sword swallower. Your kids were swallowing swords. Imagine being born into the sword swallow family. All of a sudden, you have this commitment you didn't even understand was fucking real.
I guess, like, are the kids doing daggers, though? Because, like, they can't do swords.
Well, I mean...
Or they grow up to be the sword swallower.
You don't even want to swallow a broomstick.
Does that translate to other things? Like, do they go down to like the grocery store and choke down bananas?
Probably does translate to other things. I mean, if you could stuff a sword in your sarcophagus, why couldn't you stuff a banana?
I still think it's an illusion and it's not real. They're not actually swallowing it.
But don't you see the guy when he puts his head down, he's got the sword fucking straight out his gullet?
I just think it's meant because, like, you know, like David Blaine with like the human aquarium, you know? Where he's like able to bring up a fish.
What?
That's why he drinks. You know, that's one of his like long-standing newer tricks that he does all the time. He's always drinking a lot of water because he actually has like fish living in his bio. It's a trick. It's like an old school. It's an old school illusion. It's called the human aquarium. You never watched like his most recent special that he had?
He's got fish in his gut?
Well, that's the idea behind it. Like, I don't know if he actually does, but yeah, he could like bring up a fish on command.
But what if he eats a steak? Like, what then? Can he not bring it up? Like, does he have to be?
It doesn't come up as a cow. No.
Are the requests all in the morning? Does he have to get this fish out in the morning? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
The thing with the sword is it's sharp. How is it not cut in the throat?
I think it's a special sword.
Like, but even then.
According to the Sword Swallowers Association International,
wow,
29 people have died from swallowing swords since 1880.
That's not a lot.
It's an ancient art.
That's not a lot.
Started in India around 2000
people?
BC.
29 people?
But since 1880, like before that, there was probably millions.
So wait, before Christ. So before Jesus, they were eating swords and they didn't believe this guy was God's kid?
I think we've had too much AD. We need some more BC, you know? And like
yeah.
We don't talk about before Christ.
No.
Like, what was that like? He came in and kind of ruined everything when you think about it.
I wonder if, like, just on a hunch, like, Jesus probably had sex with a dude. For sure. Right?
I don't know if that I don't necessarily think.
Because I think everybody did back then. There was no lesbian. There was no like great lesbians in history.
I think everybody
you know?
was having sex with everybody,
That's what I'm saying.
especially in Rome.
But like women weren't considered lesbians. I think if they just like little kiss on the, you know.
Do you think it was just as prominent for women to be like bedding with other women instead of like men just taking on everybody?
Not unless you were like a cool knight bitch. You know, he like
And
strong.
Was there women knights?
If they were big, maybe. Because I mean, where'd the
Brianna of
WNBA?
Tarth.
Yeah, where'd the WNBA genetics come from, if not history?
Yeah,
It's
like
probably
Joan
some,
of Arc, I guess, right?
tall, big neck bitches in the medieval times.
Just like
Did they just kill you if you lost in a night duel to a chick? They just killed you, I guess.
I think you're gonna get killed anyways.
What do you mean,
Duel, like in a duel, the end result.
Well, no,
is
they
death.
just joust. They just like to poke you off the horse.
But there was no women doing it. I don't think, dude.
I mean, I want to hope so.
There, like equality wasn't a word invented.
Would have been cool if there was like a women's league of jousting.
jousting.
Like, where's the women's league of jousting?
The WJA, Women's Jousting Association.
If they were really about it, they would have been like, all right, listen, bitches, you're naked on the horse with pillows.
You're naked.
Knock her off into the mud and get back on the horse.
Man, to think about sexuality back in the day, you know, it's just
Like, when did women's mud wrestling really take off?
probably in the 90s. That's a
Yeah.
90s thing.
I'm surprised it's not like probably a lot of injury.
Yeah, like slip and gross. A lot of gross.
Mud, yeah.
Mud everywhere.
You
in the
can't make
crevices.
clean mud, eh?
Have you ever been in the mud?
Yeah. What do you mean in it?
Tough. It's tough
Like,
in there.
Just hanging out?
It gets everywhere. Yeah, it gets everywhere.
Mud is just what? Clay water?
Yeah, it's just dirt and water.
Loves the combination. Mud, dirt gets a little water. It's like we can really make something here.
We could really stick on you.
Yeah. I would love to play with some quicksand, you know?
Is that a t-shirt or a sweater?
It's a bit of both.
I've been perplexed by it since you sat down.
It's a bit of both, my friend.
It looks like a sweater that you cut the sleeves off.
It's definitely not got sleeves. Is that all right?
It's bothering me.
It's flabbergasting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I can't think of a situation where I want to be warm but like be exposed.
You don't really have too many like in between emotions.
What do you mean?
Like you can't enjoy and also not like. It's either hate or love.
That's how you feel about me?
That's what I just said.
It's true. There's no 5.
There's
on
no
my
in between.
scale.
Yeah.
It's 1 or 10.
You're never lukewarm.
That could be a problem.
Yeah, it could be. Also, we only hear about Luke.
Yeah.
Never the other warms.
No, there is no other.
It's always lukewarm, you know? Where's his
Why
mom?
is it Luke?
I don't
Do
know.
we know the origin behind that?
Couldn't be John warm.
Can't be Mark Warm.
People would think it's something else. Yeah, where are the other worms? You know, does he have a mom? Does he give a shit about anything?
Why is it lukewarm?
Maybe Luke's adopted.
Used to describe a temperature that is neither hot nor cold and can be used to describe the temperature of a liquid. The word lukewarm comes from the Middle English word lukewarm, where luke comes from the word lu, which means tepid.
They definitely, you know, the people that are getting those words, they're getting their money's worth with the words, eh?
Yeah.
Like Lou, he's like, fuck, I got 5 things I could use that for sure. Might even
think,
throw
like-
a K in there.
So you think the person's name was like, he's sitting there, he's like, how can I get my name into things?
No, I'm saying that the guys that decide, they're like, oh, this shit, because in Latin America, before the Irish came, it means this. You know, the guys that are like, this is this because of that meaning, they're getting their money's worth on the
Interesting.
words.
Interesting.
Because what? Luke in Lou, light, cold, water, lukewarm. Boom. Use it for fucking centuries.
That was like 6 degrees of separation right
Here's
there.
centuries of common speak. Go ahead.
Amazing.
Amazing.
So these word makers, you could call them.
Yeah.
It's like
Smiths. They might
it's
even
like
be
the market
Smiths.
makers of the Smiths.
Wordsmiths.
The wordsmiths.
Somebody's got to own something. Would love to poke a bear. You never get an option to poke a bear. You know, they always say don't poke the bear, but has anybody ever poked a bear?
Nothing would terrify me more than to piss off a bear.
Like, because I saw a clip on Jackass where the guy was strapped to a seat and they brought a brown bear and was eating food off his stomach. And I'm like, well, they seem so fine with like you, because they don't want meat.
No.
Imagine if bears wanted meat.
I think a grizzly would like meat. Likes fish.
Yeah. And they get tapeworms because of it.
They get tapeworms because they eat a lot of salmon?
Yeah. Salmon are basically just a worm.
They're gross.
Yeah.
We eat salmon, though.
I don't eat that much salmon.
Well, we don't eat that salmon, though. We're eating, like, Atlantic salmon.
Yeah.
Those are river salmon.
Yeah. What's the difference with the river guys?
It's when they transfer from the Atlantic, they move, and then they become a river. But
it's same salmon. It felt
same
the same
salmon,
same
but
salmon.
when you're eating it, it's coming from the fresh.
I want the bear salmon though, right? Because every other salmon I'm getting is just they have like an elementary school for them, right, and shit. Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, like the farmed salmon you're talking about?
Like the farmed. Isn't all salmon farm? How do we get it? There are just schooners out there.
No, you see videos of them jumping up. They're jumping up the rivers, dude.
Yeah, who's getting them?
They're coming from the ocean.
Like you're telling me farm boys got some fucking bags over there?
No, those ones are coming from, for sure, some sort of store, some salmon store.
Question for you. How do you feel about the fish markets at grocery stores?
Wait, like I have never. Oh, you're talking about like the behind the counter, it's like a butcher, but it's
the deli of fish. The fish deli, as it were.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't really like it. I'll tell you one thing. You go in there, stinky. It stinks.
Yeah.
Makes you feel bad about the reality of life. Doesn't it?
We'll explain that.
Because you walk in there, you're going, this is your reality. You got to live in this fish stink. And I'm not going to buy any of this, so I'm not taking any of it in your hands. I'm not even going to grab any of the smell and bring it with me. It's all in here with you. Can you believe that?
You ever been like in a TNT?
That's like a dynamite store? You get some Acme supplies?
They only sell dynamite in TNT store.
You trying to get some explosive
TNT supermarket, you dope.
Little Asian grocer?
Yeah. That smells like some fish.
They don't respect smells.
They don't respect humans.
No. Why would they? The stacking, the height, stacking?
That's Costco too, though. Like, what's going up on the top levels up there? I want what's on sale up there.
I wish Costco tried a little harder to make this stuff a bit more exciting when it's, they do okay.
Yeah, like, here's like a 40-kilogram jar of peanut butter.
I'm okay with that.
Just one big jar. You have to, takes two people to carry.
I actually, my favorite part of Costco, ask me what my favorite part is.
Hey, Jordan, what's your favorite part of Costco?
Where they put all the sign, like what something costs. I think that they're just ingenious with that.
You mean like just right where the product is?
Yeah, but it's so low effort. It's like a little paper sign.
White.
Guarded by
right.
Plastic.
So you think there's other places that's more extravagant than
Well,
that?
it's just not exciting, but it's so good. It's just what needs to be, nothing more, nothing less.
So you like the simplicity of the signs.
Don't hate it.
What about signs in the real world? I mean, what the real world? What about signs out like in public?
Sometimes they're, sometimes they're a little too small, or they're red because it's a sale.
So
Costco's like, don't worry about it. It's all on sale.
I meant more like a stop sign or like a crosswalk or like a one-way.
I'd be down if they changed stop signs to yellow.
That's the way it is in Asia, isn't it, or somewhere?
How would I know, Anto? How would I know?
You got me there.
You been to Asia?
No, I want to go though.
Do they let Godzilla into the country?
I would like to go to Japan just to see how tiny they all are.
I don't think they're tiny so much as their will is not big.
I thought they had a big will.
A big will? The Japanese?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, like if anything, their fortitude is unmatched.
You think?
Well, yeah, they're like, they look at the odds they faced in life.
Would be cooler to see more Japanese hockey players.
There's none.
Not a lot.
Or Japanese football player. That'd be funny.
Wow,
like a little tiny guy that could just like run through people's legs.
Who's very exciting on his feet.
Like super quick.
Yeah. No, but I mean, he wouldn't
You know
be
what-
faster than a black guy. Who are we
You
kidding?
know what the problem is with the little quick guys though? They still get tackled.
Unless they're a strong black dude who's also quick.
He's getting tackled too. Still.
Black guys can be like 500 pounds and faster than me.
Way faster than you.
Strange.
Not 500, 300 though.
Yeah, 300's a.
But so can those white guys on the line too. Like all those old line.
But you don't see like
They're
a
faster than
fast, fat Asian.
No, those are all the fat Asians are sumo wrestlers.
But like when they're like, oh, the sumo wrestlers, he's quick. It's like agility.
I don't know if he's quick. Like you're not. He's beating you or you're beating him in a race.
Yeah, not to the fridge.
But he's just gonna, and you're gone. Like you're going.
He's gonna Hariyama me. Hariyama. I watched Interstellar in IMAX.
Oh, I should have went.
You didn't, eh?
Highest sold Reese
Try again with that. You out of the gate, you stumbled.
Was that no?
The sentence you didn't have it.
It is the highest grossing re-release IMAX movie.
I mean, those are tough words. You got them though.
I got him out.
Yeah.
I choked on him a bit though.
Immediately, I could sense
I got a
it.
little white spot right here.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Actually, in Interstellar, that white spot would be a star.
What a great movie, eh?
You know, the thing I realized about that movie, watching it in IMAX again with the sound and everything, is that soundtrack has no business being that good. Like, sometimes they're just driving in a truck, but you're like, everything is at stake because of the music.
Hans Zimmer.
Like,
I saw him live, dude.
and what did you feel? Did you feel emotions?
You feel that. You feel when you're listening to his scores, or the suites they call them, some of them.
Did he just play Interstellar the whole time?
No, it was like a very small part of the concert.
Got it. How long did Zemi play?
That was like 3 hours almost.
Yeah.
It's very grandiose.
Like the whole production?
The orchestra that's with him doing it it's probably like 100 people in there.
Well, it better be. If it was a little bit, then everyone would just
Imagine if it was just him, like in a keyboard. He's like, okay, this is the Lion King.
Did
Play.
Did Beethoven? I love to imagine him like having no personality. Okay, this is the Lion King. You guys good? You ready? Stop talking. It's better when you listen.
Play.
Do you think did Beethoven have like boys and shit? Or was it just him?
Boys.
Was it just him?
It was just him, man. He was a solo guy.
Yeah, I felt he feels solo, eh?
The Beethoven's fifth.
It was alone. He played it alone?
He started alone. I don't know if he had like boys. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, ask him if they Beethoven's boys. Who are his boys?
Beethoven. How do you spell it? It's a weird name to spell, eh? It's
Yeah, because
Beethoven.
there's like it's always like an N in there, eh? Is it Beethoven?
Did Beethoven have boys with a Z?
Oh yeah. Well, you think ChatGPT understands his name?
No, Ludwig van Beethoven did not have any children. Oh, it's taken.
Correct. He must have had some boys, but you know what? He was a recluse.
He was a recluse. Was he? What does that mean? He's like a hermit.
I think it means that you don't like old movies. And back then, all of them were old, so he didn't talk to nobody about anything.
You know who else was a recluse?
Who's that?
Howard Hughes.
I knew you were going to say that. You trying to move your nose on your face there?
No, I wish.
Trying to replace it?
I wish I could just do whatever I want. Just like Mr. Potato Head. You move the stuff around.
Yeah. You think he likes that about his anatomy?
Who's the actor who plays him in Toy Story? He's funny. He's got like a rough voice.
Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah, Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, he's a bald guy.
Oh, I know who it is. I could hear his voice now.
It's really it's sad that none of that is around anymore. Those kind of movies.
Yeah, you'll never get Toy Story again, because
No.
Moana sucks.
See, and the thing is, back in the day, they only would give us that stuff every once in a while. There was an understanding that we couldn't be constantly fed the goods.
Well, no, I don't. I disagree.
Well, what do you mean? I mean, Toy Story 1 came out. Toy Story 2 came out. Then what?
But there was an era where, like, what's the company that Disney bought?
Pixar?
Pixar, right? Like Pixar, Disney, they were pumping out. There was like an era where it was their time. Like, it was our childhood, pretty much.
But what do you
90
mean?
to
What
2000.
stopped is what I'm trying to. What I'm getting at.
Well, kids are different now. That doesn't entertain them.
You kidding me?
Have you ever just paid attention to what children like, dude?
What do they
don't
like?
They
Tell
don't
me.
like that stuff.
Tell me why you're so
They like
versed in what
they
kids like.
Skibbity toilet. Like, they don't like, you know what I mean? Like,
But those are teens. A kid? What's a kid?
I just don't think kids are doing this, watching the same things we were watching. Like,
Because it's not around, you know? Everything that's been post Toy Story is like emotional. Coco?
yeah, Coco's.
They're like, yo, cry. They're like, you like movies and tears? Because we got a fucking banger for you.
Well, I think it's because those movies are made for adults, not for children.
We're missing the era, you know?
Like, there's a divisional gap of where children appreciate, like, those kids movies. You see more adults watching them and liking them than kids. I'm telling you.
You're not wrong.
Which kid do you know that likes Coco and actually understands it?
It's true.
Remember, like, your Tim Burton stuff is definitely for adults. Coraline,
But like they don't have
Monster
any.
House.
There's no angels in the outfield
Oh.
for this generation.
What about what's it called? If you build it, they will come.
Oh my god!
Field of Dreams,
But that was before us. I
The
think.
Sandlot.
I think Field of Dreams came out in 1992.
I love it.
The Sandlot again. That doesn't exist today. You know why? Because there's no soul. You know why that is?
Because nobody likes
Because
baseball.
we'll be back with another commercial. No.
And next, Mariah Carey. What was the thing? We're back with Mariah Carey.
What parts of movies can make you cry? Because I just showed my dad Whiplash. My dad never seen Whiplash. And the part at the end where he's like drumming.
And he's bleeding.
Well, he bleeds a lot. He drums a lot.
Miles Teller, a lot of bleeding, a lot of drumming.
A lot of drumming. But you know at the end where he like really comes back and he drums it?
Yeah, he drums it.
That shit could make me cry where they like have a moment.
Where
for
him and
some
J.K.
reason.
Simmons was like, "Oh my God, you're Larry Bird. You're the genius.
You're it. You're the guy I need you to be.
That movie's stupid.
What?
You know, like anybody who does like music. You know people who do music.
Yeah.
They would tell you that movie's stupid.
Dude, that movie's amazing. That movie's one
No,
of
it's
my
a good
favorite
movie.
movies.
It's a good movie for entertainment value for me. But like, if you, I've watched it and talked to people who are like in bands and music, classical, regular, and they're like, yeah, it's so stupid. That would never happen. I guess I'm mad that I said that too.
Yeah, like
No, I
before
saw your face.
Let's
take it all
I
back.
gave
I
you a
take it all
chance
back.
there to
Yeah.
fucking clean that up. You
I'm
just
upset.
spilt tomato sauce in your own house, and it's everywhere. Stupid, because that would never happen. I just watched Interstellar, where a guy went through a black hole and then told his
It was in a
daughter
bookshelf.
through Morse code way more than a paragraph of information.
Way more, like 40 pages when she eurekas. It's like 40 pages of.
It's
of
so
stuff.
many, and if it took her so long to decipher, she just threw it away. Would never happen. That's the beauty of it. It's so fucking believable.
J.K. Simmons is a great actor.
Dude, he fucking breaks through, and then he's like, hey, I brought in another guy practicing some scales because I'm really trying to fucking make you better, bitch.
He literally breaks this guy down.
Kind of sad that it would never
Car
actually
accident.
happen. Yeah, I mean, really just wanted to make it there with the sticks. Didn't underestimated the injury potential.
Yo, if I need sticks, I'm taking them from somebody else.
Yeah, also, like, there's no shop around.
Yeah, like it's a conservatory. You're telling me there's nothing.
Sticks. He's just
Like,
being
I'm going
a
to
dick.
another team and I'm stealing their sticks.
Why do I have to be my own sticks? No, are not all sticks made equal?
Apparently not.
But in Interstellar, when watching it again, I realized that like it's edited perfectly.
Chris, the Nolans.
Did he edit it?
No, but he just the genius comes from him. He probably has final say on a lot
Giving
of stuff.
you the scenes and everything, but like the editor is usually a different person,
That's true.
and they have their own. Because like,
That's
it's
true.
a movie that's almost 3 hours,
Yeah.
but it doesn't feel like 3 hours, and that's because of the editing.
Yeah, I just feel like in his universes, usually he's probably got final say on a lot of stuff that goes.
Well, yeah, you're working
he has
with
like
them
the
on
story
the
for it.
cut.
He's like, this is what I want
Yeah.
for this. Edit it, but this is what I want.
But I don't think they will give you exactly, because all you give them is a bunch of scenes and coverage, and you tell them how the story needs to go.
Yeah.
But they like pace it out and make sure everything makes sense.
Oh, I'm not discrediting the editors.
But like that movie, it goes from They find this place because he sends himself.
Yeah.
And then he's in space, like in 2 scenes or 3 scenes after that.
Yeah, it's like within 15 minutes, he's gone forever. He's never coming back.
Yeah. What a bummer when he finds out that shit on that planet was just like 25 years.
Yeah. They wasted 25 years real quick.
It only matters if you have people back at home.
I also like when Matt Damon's the villain, kind of.
Yeah, he was okay. I think it was just like a weird... Being a villain when you're just like a guy?
Well, everybody's just a guy.
No, but like, for example, in Man on Fire, like the villain in Man on Fire is like a
drug Denzel movie?
Yeah. He's like a drug lord, you know?
Yeah.
But like Matt Damon's just like a scientist who's got a perverted sense of
He's just
like...
willing to die for the cause, you know? He's like, this.
Well, not even the cause. It's just like he wanted to get home.
No, he didn't. That was not his viewpoint.
Okay,
he
what?
wanted to continue the mission. He was never trying to go home. He was stealing the ship to go to the next planet, like another planet, to carry on the mission.
Oh, okay.
He tricked them to come help him.
He didn't trick them. Well, he lied about the data.
He kept saying there was good data.
Yeah, he said
because he couldn't get off the planet because his shit was all fucked up because he's been there for so long.
Yeah, okay, you're right because he was obsessed with like making it right because the planet he was on was nothing.
It wasn't the right one. We got to get to another planet, and their sacrifice. He knew if he told them that, because he knew Coop wanted to go home.
Yeah.
He got the just right away. He's like, this guy's not down for the cause of it. Like, this is a one-way. It was a one-way trip from the beginning. But that's how you trick somebody that has a family. And she's like, you'll be back. No, you won't.
Yeah, as soon as you see what it takes them to get.
Like, how did you ever think you were coming back?
Yeah. Great fucking story,
It's such a good movie. I'm going to watch it today now that you said that.
Well, why are those planets right near a black hole?
Well, the black hole is what brought them close to them. Like
no, I know. I'm just saying, like, even those aren't great options, dude. You're going to be fucking in the hole soon.
Yeah, you should have went further away, honestly.
I like that movie because of many reasons. One being, space travel, they get around out there.
We'll get there.
I hope not.
That's like hundreds of years from now, but we'll get there.
I hope not. Yeah, I hope they never get there.
Well, your lifetime, you're fine. We're never going in space probably in our lifetime.
We've already gone.
No, I meant like we're not going to
reach new levels of spatial travel. I'm with you.
Guaranteed not.
Okay. If you could travel in space but never see anyone you know ever again, but you could live longer, what would you do?
Wait, I'm just traveling, or am I like going to settle somewhere?
Maybe there's just another good planet. It's good. You can go there.
Like, I'll be fine. I'm going to go there and be fine.
Yeah, there's maybe some bitches you can meet. Some friends, you got to get to know them.
I don't think so.
No. They're like, you could get another 100 years. We'll rewind the clock. You'll be healthy.
Do I be young and healthy?
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Get me in.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Get me in there.
But all the people you know now, gone.
Don't care about them.
Don't care. Wow.
See you later.
New life.
New life, new tone.
You didn't even think about that. As soon as you could get youthful again.
I'm getting fresh and youthful, and I get to start over. Sure, why not? Because I don't want to die, right? That's like my biggest fear of all time.
You're alone.
Yeah,
nobody else wants. No, everyone else is ready. You're right.
Yeah, I don't want to die. So, anything I could do to prolong that, except be healthy now.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything you could do to extend.
It actually makes no sense.
You're trying to extend the death window.
Yeah.
So wait a second. You're telling me you watched Superman trailer, you didn't like it?
I never said I didn't like it. I just I told my discrepancy with DC. I'm not a big DC guy.
Is it that it's DC's fault, or is it just the reality that the only good superhero movies can really just be Spider-Man and Batman?
No, because like Henry Cavill's Supermans were good.
Well, there was only one.
No, he did multiple, didn't he?
Didn't. No.
Well, I guess he did Justice League. And
yeah.
But his Superman was my favorite.
I agree. Yeah, I wish there was 2 more of those guys. I didn't mind the fact that there's a dog in this one, though.
I'm gonna have to watch it again.
I think it's just that we're done with this. They just every time there's a new year, they're like, how many fucking superhero movies can we stop? I used to defend it. I remember I worked with a guy who was like, dude, these superhero movies, I hate them. But then they kept pounding it down our throats.
Yeah, but it's the spin-offs that it was what bothers me.
Not even the spin-offs, just the whole premise is the same. Like every premise is the same. You have to meet the hero. He has a problem. He's going to solve it or she's going to solve it.
But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's that's like the backbone of how you introduce people to a superhero.
Yeah, but you just don't get any more of the like, okay, what if Superman was gay? You can't do that because he's never been gay in the comics. And all the other ideas in all other comics are too wild. But with like a normal story, if we were just not telling superhero stories, you could have like a guy leaves a mental hospital, gets a job at a newspaper, maybe becomes editor-in-chief. I'd watch 6 episodes of that.
Daredevil's coming back.
Yeah, apparently they're like how like when a headline is threatening, like it's going to be grittier than the. It's like
it's threatening us. Like,
like, did anybody ask for that? Was that the feedback you guys got?
It was already really good though. I don't know why it needs to be grittier. Like I think I'm actually upset that it took so long to make another one.
It's kind of weird where they. Oh, what's going on there? It's kind of weird where they spend the time.
Yeah,
like they spend a lot of time on She-Hulk, and then somebody watched Daredevil, and they're like, "Yeah, no, forget this one."
Like She-Hulk sucks.
It's kind of cool to have an idea of a chick just being that strong
and just green,
green chick,
green eggs and ham.
Why isn't Green Giant a lady? Because if you think about it from a marketing perspective, I already know men can get huge.
You imagine a woman wearing because he's wearing like a sash, right?
Yeah, he's got a little sash on.
And he just why is it the green pea giant? I don't get it either.
Well, like you eat green peas and you'll get huge. You'll be a giant. But I would eat so many more peas if it was like chicks can get big like this.
A sexy chick,
she's huge though.
I don't think a big woman, like a tall woman, is portrayed as sexy. That's why.
Needs proportion. You got to have good delts.
Yeah, I think that's completely fine. I'm just saying.
How tall are we talking?
6 feet plus. They're all.
Would you date a chick taller than you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't see why not either.
I don't have I think it honestly would be more attractive
to be with a chick that's taller.
No, I'm just saying I think that's another a more attractive quality sometimes,
Is if she's above you.
If she's just
I think it just looks weird in photographs.
But why is that weird? Who cares in the end, Who cares about that?
Because you just nestled into some bitch's shoulder smiling up at her.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You look like you're with your mother.
Yeah, take care of me.
They can take care of you from below. They don't always have to be in the top position.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's I think it's an admirable thing.
Admiral? It's not admirable. It's just their quality. Admirable is like a choice, isn't it? It's not admirable at a choice.
I think it's the wrong use of a word there.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So a 6'2" woman with
hard time. Yeah, she'd have a hard time with me.
Why?
I'm too small. What's she gonna do with me?
Are you saying they can't be dainty? They can't be gentle? I don't get it.
Are they?
What do you mean?
This hypothetical lady, is she off balance? What do we got here?
No, she's just a normal girl that happens to be taller than 6 feet. You ever think about the struggles they face? They can never find a man, really.
Well, they can see them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they can't find them.
Well, I think who do you think's got it worse, the short man or the tall woman? I'm going with tall man.
I'm going with tall woman.
Short man.
I think tall woman has it worse. She's not only judged by every man, but also by every woman too.
But there's a whole section of society.
But a short guy can have a huge cock.
Yeah, he could. Doesn't.
A tall woman can't.
No. I mean, if she's fat. But what I'm saying is if you're like a 6'2" chick, you just get season tickets to an NBA game. You start, working from the ground up.
Oh, that's what you're saying. You just
There's
gotta find
options.
A tall black guy is what you're looking for.
It's not like there's a midget league for some short guy who's like, you know what? I'm going to be a rugby
Could be
player.
a jockey.
There are not a lot of women jockeys.
No women jockeys. No women are that small.
True.
They only make like little tiny little men for some reason.
Yeah, we only make toy soldiers in the male genre.
In the male genre, they don't make tiny. Like a tiny woman is only that there's one.
Well, before I feel like there was a whole like jockeys feel like just 13-year-old dudes now.
Dude, they're literally they're like the flyweight in UFC.
It's kind of
like
cool.
125. Actually, I think they have to be. I think they're about 125, right?
I'm kind of into that. Being small, still having a use. Like if you're a small guy and you can't find a woman, reality is like you can be with horses.
Typically, they weigh around 100 pounds
Flyweight?
and are physically fit. No, the jockeys.
Wow.
They're self-employed and are paid a small fee from the horse trainer.
How many jockeys could you fight at once?
If they're not UFC fighters,
They're just jockeys.
they're just jockeys. I mean,
Yeah.
it says they're extremely physically fit.
Well, that just means that they have high endurance.
But if you like look at a picture of them, they're just like look like little kids.
Yeah. How many of them do you think?
If they're dressed like a jockey in those big boots, 12.
Yeah, I don't think any number above 15 would be reasonable.
Because I could probably grab one and
And
throw it at another one.
Another one, yeah. Do the upside down hanging.
Because like even if a couple of them were like, I saw this video of this really big guy fighting two super athletic girls in a ring. Did you see this video circling around the internet?
I think I have.
He's
yeah.
a really fat guy, but they're just like punching him, and it's not doing anything, and then he just boom, and they fly, go
and
flying.
they dead.
That's what I think about a jockey doing to me. Like they're like trying to like hit me, and it's like it doesn't hurt, and then I hit them with
Probably,
one
yeah.
punch. Yeah, and I'm not exceptionally strong, but they just go flying.
Well, I think if like 10 of them, you could get rid of 10 of them. But if you had like 15, 20, then you're just...
It's too many to
It's
like
too
hurt.
many.
But
Too many.
But again, like I could probably grab one leg of each one of them and like throw both of them. I think I
Probably,
could
yeah.
toss 100 pounds with one arm if I really had to.
You could swing 100 pounds.
Yeah, you
like,
could swing
in a
100
circle. Easy. Yeah,
That's
that'd
what I'm
be no
saying.
problem.
So imagine I got two of them, one in each hand, and I'm just swinging them. Like that scene in Matrix Reloaded when he's fighting all the Smiths. He's got two of them. He's
Yeah,
swinging
that's
them.
pretty much what you would do to jockeys.
It'd be like a bunch of Smiths I'd have to fight.
I think that's a reasonable expectation.
But they try to turn me into one of them. Like that's like the whole battle.
Just trying to fucking finger your chest the whole fight.
They're all trying to get in the chest. We're gonna make you one of us.
Fucking dude. Whether you
You
want
ever
it or
ride a
not.
horse, you're gonna ride one, whether you like it or not, brother. They're all Hulk Hogan too, like tiny little Hulk Hogan. Why is there not a jockey wrestling league?
And they're just trying to put on a jockey uniform on your body. They're not actually trying to fight you.
Trying to force it on.
They're just like, you look good in green and white.
They're like pink, green, yellow. They're all these crazy, very gay colors, dude. Pastel colors.
Funny how they're like, you got to be small as if it matters with the horse. Like, this horse can
matters.
carry thousands of pounds.
It matters. A fast horse, it matters.
It would be hilarious
Like
to
a
see like a guy
Clydesdale.
your size
Yeah.
beating jockeys.
You imagine I come beat them at their own game? I,
Like
get on
a
the,
grown ass man.
I want to see who the biggest jockey is.
Yeah, just like a 25-year-old guy, normal size 25-year-old guy.
Jack Andrews is the biggest jockey. Stands at staggering 6'4"
Oh,
The
now
average
we're
jockey is
talking.
said to be 5'2".
wow. So like a minor is what they're saying.
So he's 6'4" and he's at 142 pounds. Dude, that guy's a beanpole.
Yeah. Did you say 6'4" and 142 pounds?
That's what it says.
That's disgusting. I don't even want to talk. I don't even respect that.
I can't, like, a strong breeze would knock you over 142 pounds. How much do you weigh? You said 190?
Yeah.
So he's going to be 2 inches taller than you and weigh 50 pounds less.
Ooh. Dude, that's not healthy. That guy maybe has 2 races before
well,
he's...
he rides at that weight.
Yeah.
That's not what he normally...
And then he starts bulking.
Yeah, it's like they cut to ride.
What a horrible existence. Hey, buddy, you got to lose 100 pounds by this Friday so you can ride this horse.
Hey, if that guy has what I had, he could do it.
Yeah.
Pissing out of your
Ass water shits.
Ass water shit.
.com. They can it. It's delicious.
Okay, would you
end it on this? Would you rather? You finally got it?
Would you rather have to jerk off a gorilla
Okay.
or have to teach a gorilla to jerk you off?
I would rather jerk off a gorilla because if I have to teach it to jerk me off, do I have like dummies that I can practice on? Because if he's going to learn on me, I don't want him to rip off my dick.
But also the gorilla doesn't know you're coming. Also, but in both scenarios,
Like
it's a surprise.
coming to jerk him off or coming to come?
Yeah, he doesn't know that you're gonna be there.
So wait a second. If I'm going to jerk him off, is he comfortable with my... Does he know me?
There's a gorilla walking around in the wild.
Yeah.
You have to surprise attack, jerk him off,
Okay.
or surprise attack, kind of like coax him into like jerking you off.
Yeah, I'll probably surprise attack, jerk him off. Do I need to make him come, though?
It's tough.
Yeah. I mean, it's like riding a bull.
It is. Yeah, you have to make him finish.
Wow. Yeah, I might need to camp out over the course. I might need to edge him a little bit and get him to where he's ready to go, and then I can sneak up on
And
him.
you're surviving that whole time.
You have to. You have no choice. Is there any prize money at the end of it?
They have tiny dicks. You die if you don't pick one.
No, they can't do that. They don't have tiny dicks.
They do, yeah. They historically have like very small penises.
I guess because if they had bigger dicks, we would probably name them by that instead of their back.
Silver dick.
Silver cock.
Gorilla dick size. Smallest penis is relative to their body size.
Really? In the wild?
They are the smallest pound for pound dick. Dude.
Wow. Smallest pound for pound dick. Did you say smallest pound for pound dick?
Silverback gorillas own a harem of 3 to 4 females. Each female is only fertile once or twice every 4 years.
Wow.
Wow. The lack of sperm competition led to the evolution of gorillas and small penis.
So you're telling me an ant has more pound for pound dick than a gorilla?
Dude, the reason they have small penises is due to like they don't compete with each other. Like they don't need a bigger dick.
Yeah, wow.
Like a gorilla comes around and 4 women just are for that one.
I guess you never hear about like gorilla cock.
No.
Because you'd hear.
But you hear about gorilla tape, which is interesting.
Tape.
Yeah,
And
like-
glue.
And glue. That's where the market lies. Not in the cock game.
Yeah. Weird that they perceive them more as something to keep things together, you know?
Smallest pound for pound dick.
Wow. I don't think they want that title.
Yeah,
Nobody-
there's
Nobody asked the gorillas if they felt good about it. How do you guys feel about your small hogs?
3 to 6 centimeters long, erect.
It's probably why they're so aggressive. They're definitely humans, eh?
This
Like,
is 6 centimeters, right?
where does 3 to 6 come from if not the fucking gorillas? Monkeys are just gorilla humans.
A chimpanzee's is 8 to 18 centimeters in length.
Chimpanzee is more pound for pound dick? That's crazy, dude. No wonder they're always having a good time.
They need a longer penis due to the voluminous anogenital swelling of the ostrich females. That's a mouthful.
Yeah. It's such a mouthful you burped it out. All right, I think that's where we end it. 18 centimeters of nothing but happy hog. That's, I think, our holiday episode, isn't it?
Maybe.
We won't be back to you with Christmas.
Are we taking a Christmas break?
Well, Christmas is on Wednesday. Son of a bitch. Happy Christmas, y'all.
Happy Christmas.
If you got this far,
Nobody's
you should be
ever-
doing something else for Christmas.
Not one person has ever gotten this far.
But fucking see you later. Just remember, girls got small dicks.